Welcome. This is episode 2 of On the Couch with Zeus. Couch co-op without you actually playing. This episode is about wonderful microtransactions. My favorite topic to discuss. Now, when we're talking about microtransactions, I am referring to pay to win, loot boxes, freemium games, cosmetics. Those type of things. My stance of microtransactions is different. I believe they basically replaced cheat codes in this decade. Basically, when I was, younger, teenager, anytime you wanted to play a game and you wanted to alter the game, or you wanted to edge up on the game, which a lot of these microtransactions give you. You entered in like a number. I remember distinctly playing Saints Row and typing in a cheat code on the phone to get more money, or unlimited ammo, or Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that. They have weapon tiers. So you want a weapon tier 1, you can get all the weapons that came into that tier. With those video games, it was just literally you put a couple things in. I was playing Assassin's Creed Origins, and with that game, if you wanted a better weapon at the start of the game, you put in X amount of, see what they do, they don't literally say, give me $4.99. They say, okay, for $4.99, you can buy X amount of their currency, and then you'll use their currency to actually purchase the item you want to purchase, which is, I think is trash. Another reason why I've kind of heard about the existence of microtransactions in video games is to offset some of the finances that go into video gaming. There's been a lot of talk about how these AAA titles cost millions of dollars to make, and they're basically not getting a return on their investment. So what a lot of these people are doing, EA being the biggest culprit of this. Well, I shouldn't say they're the biggest culprit. I would say that EA is a developer that everybody thinks of when it comes to the dirty use of microtransactions. With their big Star Wars Battlefront thing, where everything was hidden behind paywalls and stuff like that. But going back to the point, they want to make more out of the video game that they're making. So they want to return a profit they've already spent. 2, they want to continue to make more money. So you now have a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, where the game comes out 2014, I believe, and I'll fact check that in a second. Here it is, 2018, they're still playing that game. But the thing is that they pump out different game modes and stuff like that. I think they've introduced some type of racing development. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in a long time, but what I've been seeing is basically folks playing, they're driving cars and tracks on the Hot Wheel tracks in the sky and stuff like that, which it seems fun if you're still invested into it, but if you're not, you're not. People see those type of games continue to make that amount of money, and they want to say, okay, what do we do to do that? A lot of the single player games you'd like to play, okay, the last great single player game I played was God of War. God of War was you got the game, this is the game we intended you to play. There's no DLC for it. There's no outfits you buy in the store. There's no weapons you buy in the store. I think the only thing they had to differentiate it between one person's experience with the game and another person's experience with the game is if you pre-order the game, you got a different color shield. Whoop-de-doo. That's not changing your gameplay at all with that. Not a lot of studios can still make a lot of money with this model. They're looking for multiplayer games to upsell people, to say, hey, you want a shortcut to basically be a better player in this multiplayer game? Give me $10. Or spend $10 to get our form of currency and put that form of currency into our game to make you upgrade. That's what people call a pay to win. That's the pay to win formula. You give me an X amount of money, and I will give you things that will advance your characters, that will advance your skill tree to move up to where you're in a position to win quicker. Now, cosmetic is cosmetic. It's literally, I like the way my character looks. I want to get him a different outfit. So you pay X amount of money for a different outfit. Now, loot boxes is probably like the worst of all the microtransactions because it's basically a form of gambling. You know, you pay X amount of money for their currency to buy a box. The box has a 1 in something chance of giving you an item you actually want. And for me, my only experience with loot boxes was Gears of War. Basically, they hid characters, they hid weapons, they hid skins. Skins is basically cosmetic stuff. All in their loot box system. So if you it was like shuffling cards. Those things are the things they're looking at to say, hey, you know, we spent $5 million, and this is a rough guesstimate. We spent $5 million on this game, or whatever. So now we want our $5 million back, and we want to continue to make money on this game as long as we can continue to make money on the game. And that's when a lot of the microtransactions come in at. I spoke earlier about loot boxes being kind of one of the dirty part of microtransactions. But there's been articles, and I'll try my best to find them and link them here so you can see them. So I'm just not talking outside of my neck. But there's basically been articles that have stated that there have been developers that basically alter your gameplay for you to want to buy an item. Once you buy that item, they now alter your gameplay again by putting you with lesser skilled players to make you believe the item that you paid money for is now making you a better player. That's a very high level of manipulation there. You're basically fooling and tricking your customer base. Once you buy that gun, then instead of putting you in a room with people who also have that ability, that skill set, and actually have that gun, they turn around and put you in the game with novices. So those novices are worthless to you because you're way more OP than they are. And basically, thus repeating the same cycle for those players you're playing with now that you were in originally. When do you say microtransactions are beneficial? Now, mind you, they're beneficial to someone because they're still making a lot of money. You know, I always say, if a practice is not profitable, somebody's going to stop that practice. And unfortunately, with microtransactions, they've been very profitable. First thing I will say, for me, my own personal experience, I think the most money I probably spent through microtransactions are freemium games. Freemium game is basically a game that you get for free. For console users, that'll be something like a Fortnite. You get that game for free, and then you over time or whenever you actually play, you put money into things you want in that game. This model works because you get people to enjoy your game. The games that are free are usually fun. So you get people to enjoy the game, and then at a certain period of time, you're saying, well, look, I'm enjoying the game this much. What's it going to hurt for me to spend $10 on a game that I already got for free and I'm putting X amount of hours into? For me, it was a mobile game called The Simpsons Tapped Out. I played that game for like 2-3 years. So for me, you know, giving them $50 here, maybe $50 a year, maybe, you know, for me wasn't much because I mean the return of investment for me was worth it. You know, this is a video game I played for 3 years on time, and if I gave them $200-300 for a game I played for 3 years, that definitely is something to me was worth it. Now, there are people that spent way more money than that. That is, to me, is one of the reasons why you would give money into a developer through microtransactions. Other than that, I would just say length to play factors into it also. So a game like Assassin's Creed, play Assassin's Creed for 50-something hours. Now, typical video games, they don't last that long. Typical video games last maybe 10, 12 hours maybe. So you're playing the video game for 50 hours. You look at your guy, you say, well, you know what? I like this skin I just saw that they rolled out. Skin maybe cost, it basically to US dollars probably comes down to like $5. So for $5, I can get me this horse skin. I can get this outfit for my guy. They package it together, $5. Okay, I spent $60 on this game. Most $60 games I play last 12 hours. This $60 game has lasted me 50. Yeah, I'll throw them another $5. Cosmetics. I mean, it doesn't alter the way the game plays. It doesn't alter anything. It doesn't mess the story up. It doesn't give me a heads up. It just looks good. Lastly, play to win. Now, play to win for me, more so the benefits of play to win, I should say. Play to win for me isn't worth it because I'm going to invest time into playing the game to build a skill tree, to build my skills up, basically earn my skills in a video game. But I've spoken to other people that have told me, hey, you know, I don't play video games that often. I'm playing a video game that's competitive in the world where other people are sitting at home doing nothing but playing this video game hours on end. I don't have that type of time. I do have an extra $10, $20 I can throw at this game to give me a level playing field. I'm doing that because I want to be able to enjoy the game when I pick it up. I don't want to waste time in spending hours upon hours upon hours just to still constantly be behind someone else. Do I agree with that personally? No, I don't agree with that personally. I can see why somebody would do it. I just won't be the person that will do that. You know, for me, I think the grind of a lot of these video games are like Titanfall. Titanfall's the last first-person shooter I played. The grind of Titanfall was fun. Like, you know, you earn it. It's just a simple mantra of, do you enjoy something better because you earned it, or do you enjoy something better because you paid for it? I mean, not paid for it, or took a shortcut. And you know, for me, that grind, whatever, that grind makes things a lot more enjoyable. But on the flip side of that, if I was a busy man, because I don't have kids. If I was a busy man, I had kids. I don't only have an hour window to play my video games every night. I'm going on my video game, playing my game, and every time I go in there and play for an hour, I'm getting slaughtered because I don't have the time to put in 12, 13. I kid you not, guys. These kids get a video game and they play for 14 something hours straight every day. For the first week that game comes out, by the time you get even close to being on their level, you're not going to be on their level. But I can see an individual who only has an hour to play every day saying, okay, I enjoy this game. I want to be competitive. I don't have the time to sink in and grind like they do. Here's $20. Give me a kind of a push up, and then I'll go from there. I really want to know what you guys think about microtransactions. Let me know about everything you feel about them. What do you think its place is in the gaming culture? Leave your comments below. Let's discuss it. Thanks, guys.